good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime you're watching this, basically. It's YoungTrap085 here. Today I'm bringing you What If Naruto Was a Prodigy. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because if you don't, you'll be missing out on my newest videos, which are fire. I don't know why you're capping on your own mind. And join the Discord down below. And now let's get to the video.
How you doing? I'm good, baby, I'm just calling, doing what I should. I've been moving fluid, getting understood. I was going through it, now made it out the woods. Hey, how's it going? Never better, babe, ain't digging on these holes. I had to excavate and whipping through the O. Young like a Chevrolet, I'm sticking to this dough. No, we can't be separated.
As we start off our adventure with our young boy Naruto aiming to be Hokage. I really thought differently about this because he's going to be very smart. Knowing that he's a prodigy who would forget about being Hokage and be into stuff like Orochimaru. Most likely, I'm thinking about the story going way different from the actual story. Not just one thing there and another there. Most likely, Naruto growing up knowing a lot and beating the odds without plot armor. And yes, you heard me, no plot armor.
Stop playing! What the fuck?
This is reality, I'm not joking. Now, let's move on with the story. We are now on the journey to the academy where Naruto is a smart child. The villagers hate him so much, but that made Naruto want to work harder and harder. He went to the library to work on his taijutsu because he was lacking in that department. Naruto at the age of 8 knows how to use and aim tools like kunais and shurikens. He can now make a simple clone from learning from scrolls on chakra control. Naruto takes hours and hours out of his day to learn more and more. As he started growing up, he started beating Sasuke, and that made him mad. Sasuke now started spying on Naruto from afar. Naruto started learning all types of advanced taijutsu, also coming with harsh training which he chose to take to get to this path. Naruto at the Shadow Clone test failed on purpose to see their reaction. Mizuki obviously took Naruto and asked him for the scroll and all this random BS. Naruto went along, taking the scroll and using it to his advantage. He told the Hokage what was happening, and he read the scroll. Naruto ran towards where he was, and standing there was himself, Mizuki. Naruto emerged from the foggy mist at night and dunked Mizuki with about 30 shadow clones. If Naruto really wanted to beat him up to a pulp to where he's not alive anymore, he would have summoned more shadow clones, but that would have wasted more chakra. The shinobi come along and find him, locking him up. Naruto is rewarded by the Hokage getting rank. So, you may be wondering, what about passing the Shadow Clone test? Well, since he was good at capturing Mizuki, he didn't need to take it afterwards. And since no academy student would come out here and do this too, Naruto was granted that rank because he was smart with what he was doing. Naruto goes back to studying about the shinobi world. He comes across a strange book where it's old and looks used. Naruto opens it. It's about the Uzumaki clan. He found out the whole clan was wiped out, and that it was the most feared clan out there. Naruto starts reading through more, learning about the ceiling and Nine Tails control. He pulls up his shirt and looks at the steel on his stomach. Naruto closes the scroll and stops going to the library for some time. Finding about his clan made him want to go train harder and harder. Naruto goes back to the academy to await his team, which he is placed on Team 7 with Sasuke, Sakura, and the leader Kakashi. He takes them to some steps to talk about their goals and the bell test to pass. Naruto fiddles around with some hand signs which he has been studying for a while. Naruto finds his chakra natures in a scroll which he studies on. He finds out that he can do wind style and tries many ways to use it. At this point, Naruto is able to outbeat Sasuke and Sakura combined. The day of the bell test came by like a flash. This part of the story will be switched by the fighting style of the real story. Kakashi tells some details on the bell test and starts it. Sasuke shoves Naruto and gets in the way. Sasuke is way behind Naruto in the power gap, which he realizes in the past lifetime. Sasuke does kunai and shurikens, hand-to-hand combat, and gets hit badly. Sasuke pulls out a fireball jutsu and surprises him, but gets clapped by Kakashi. Sakura gets caught by Kakashi in the genjutsu and passes out because, well, she's useless. Naruto is the last left and does multi-shadow clone jutsu. They run at Kakashi and grab him by the arms and legs. Naruto runs up and does a reverse hurricane, kicking up Kakashi's face. Naruto's really fast training has gotten him a boost in a lot of things. Naruto goes for a Gale Palm, sending his clones flying towards him. Naruto goes for close combat and goes hand in hand to close the distance with Kakashi. Kakashi didn't want Naruto to so-called beat him, so he overwhelmed him. Naruto pulled some martial arts out of his bag and kept secret from everyone. Kakashi asked him if he wanted to trade his friends for winning the whole test. Naruto was about to say yes, then came to a conclusion. Without his comrades, he wouldn't have friends to joke, train, and fight with. Kakashi tricked him into thinking, letting Kakashi slip by and choke him. Naruto gives up and sits at one of the logs next to Sakura and Sasuke. Kakashi tells him that they passed. Naruto didn't switch up for the win and didn't abandon his comrades. Naruto came to the conclusion that he needed y'all for his journey too. After this, Naruto and Team 7 became training for tests, missions, and everything else further ahead. One day they get this mission from the Hokage to go to the Land of Waves. Once they're walking out, they meet these two people called the Demon Brothers of the Mist. Naruto is smart enough to know that it's sunlight and why is there a puddle out? It seems pretty hot. Naruto takes on one of them, tricking them and blowing them past, having Sasuke attack them. They attack Kakashi and so-called Kakashi dies. Naruto knew that Kakashi wasn't gonna die. He's literally a Jonin for a reason. Naruto goes ahead and beats up both of them and decides to wait for Kakashi. Kakashi came out, beats both of them up, and they're all passed out. And that's it for part 1 of What If Naruto Was a Prodigy. Yeah. Peace.